All right, Kevin. Here we are back for the U21 compound men. Would you like to introduce them?
Yeah, we got Alihodzic and Isaac Sullivan.
Excellent. Here we go.
And Alan's going to be on target 1,
Yeah.
and Isaac's going to be on target number 2.
Alan's from Arizona. Says Isaac's from Vermont. So there we go. Winds picked up just a little bit, not very much, but just a little bit from the right to left. And here we go with the U21 compound men. Let's see who's going to be shooting first. Let's see. Is it going to be Isaac up first? Looks that way. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Isaac is up first on target 2. Ten. Nice start. Beautiful. Here comes Alan. Let's see.
Looks like a 9 out the top.
Yep, high 9. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Isaac's got another 10, right next to each other, both of them. Alan's got a 10. Both of them are just slightly high. Or no, let's see. Here we go, Isaac. Beautiful group, 3 10s, low part of the 10 ring, 30. Very nice. Can't get better than that. And that is a 9-10 liner. Beautiful little group high left. We'll see what they call that.
Yeah, we got another match where we're off to a pretty close start down here.
Okay, let's see. It says that Isaac Sullivan was a silver medalist at Arizona Cup last month. And Alan came strong in 4th and 5th ends to beat Nathan Jackson in the semifinals. So sounds like they've been really busy this year and shooting well, obviously, to get to the finals. Let's see what they score this end. It's interesting to see they both have beautiful small little groups in different sections of the target, but both of them started off great first end. Make some slight adjustments and rock on.
Yeah, absolutely. And those can be those, if you're just out, those slight differences from the practice range to the finals venue over here. I mean, for those back home, it's, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 targets over, so it's not huge, but or it could be just nerves when you step onto the finals venue, and it's
a little bit of a stronger shot.
You're pushing into your bow a little harder, and so it's going to hit a fuzz different. So you just got to sight in for those nerves.
Yes.
And at least in my experience, they don't go away for the whole match.
No, they don't.
You just got to ride them out, and
they just typically just ramp up more and more.
Yeah, you got to just keep shooting your shot and trust in that it's going to be the same. So.
Let's see, as they're finalizing the score for this end. Let's see what they post. They're marking the targets. Okay, now they're going to put them up. Oh, let's see. Pretty sure Isaac's got a 30. Yes, he does. And let's see what has Alan. Alan's a 28. So that last one was called a 9. So 2-point lead for Isaac going into end number 2.
And, I mean, the way these young men are shooting, 2 points is a lot, but it's also not a lot. It can go, I mean.
Looks like Alan will be up first on target 1.
Yeah.
And the wind freshens just a little bit from right to left, but, again, not very much.
Yeah, we'll see if
At least they'll have to think about it a little.
Alan's got a new spot or made a couple adjustments here. Get those arrows down into the 10 ring.
Okay. Alan is up. Left 10. Still edging the left side. Isaac's first shot, end number 2. That's a 10. Both shooting strong.
Yeah, like excellent strong shooters. This is a little reaction out of the bow out of that one. Yeah, you could see when that one went off, it wasn't where he wanted it to be.
Isaac's second shot. 9 just high. About a quarter-inch out. And back to Alan's third shot. Caught a 10.
Yeah, that went off nice and pretty quick for the way he's been holding, so I'm sure he's happy with that when it was in there.
Let's see. Isaac's third shot. 9. Okay, so we're going to have 57 to 58.
Yeah, it looks like
1 point match.
Alan made up 1 point there, so
yes.
I'm sure he's happy with that. You know, just keep trusting the shot and, you know, making wise decisions with the wind. It's been watching here. The actual wind indication socks are been pretty not active, but the banners, you know, the sponsor banners that are lining the venue got a decent amount of activity. They're bigger.
They do.
Bigger flags and stuff like that, so you can see the intensity's up, but it's hard to tell exactly which direction you should pick. You know, should I aim left 10 or right 10?
Yeah.
It's maybe just down the middle and hope for the best.
So tell me, Kevin, do you think they're with these archers here? Do you think they're aiming off, or you think they're using their bubble to tilt a little bit into the wind?
Yeah, I mean, different archers definitely do it different ways, and some people just don't like aiming outside of the 10 ring, so they will bubble off. You know, and by that we mean leaning the top of the bow left or right, and your arrows impact the way that your top cam leans. So, right, if you're wanting to, if the wind's from right to left, you're going to lean the top cam to the right. And I find with that personally that then my arrows also hit a fuzz low. So now I'm having to sort of if I lean the bow over, I'm also going to have to aim up, and that's like two things when just aiming off is one thing. So I prefer to aim off, but I know people do it with high levels of success both ways.
So they posted 58 for Isaac, 57 for Alan, going into end number 3, and Alan will shoot first. It's interesting, they've got a windsock off to the right, but it's kind of at a spot where I don't know that it's getting as much wind as these banners are showing.
Yeah, they got the barricade for the aero agents over there, and I think that might be
affecting it some.
Affecting it a bit.
Yeah, so they're going to have to use these banners a lot more. Here we go. Alan's up. Ooh, that's a close one, 10-9 liner, but it looks like it's just out. But I think they're not going to call it yet. Looks like a 9 to me. Okay, here comes Isaac. 10.
That was right on the buzzer.
Yeah, each archer has 20 seconds for each shot here. Let's see. That's a 10. Okay, here comes Isaac's second shot. Down to 7. X, dead center. Very nice shot. And here we go for Alan's third shot. Low 9, just caught the 9 line, almost an 8. And here we go, third shot for Isaac. Down to 6, 5, 4. Okay, low 9.
Yeah, Bo reacted on that shot pretty severely too. So
it looks like we have a 2-point lead for Isaac, but they have to call liners. They've got liners down there. that's what we see from here. We'll have to see that. Um,
Yeah, that 20-second clock is. It seems like an eternity to shoot one arrow, but by the time you get that thing drawn back and settle in, and then you realize you only got about 11 seconds, like
yeah.
now that arrow's got to go. There's no,
Yes.
real letdown opportunity and start over.
Yeah.
So,
So, Kevin, at what point do you kind of panic on the shot clock? When you're down under 5 or down to 3 or 2, or
it depends
what point
where
are you
I'm
just
at.
gonna punch it.
Yeah, if I'm anchored and everything's looking pretty close, I often shoot a thumb button when I'm shooting compound, so I execute by kind of squeezing my pinky into my thumb, and that's how I make it go. And so I just, if the clock's getting slower, I just gently increase that speed. I don't want to just go and hammer on it, but I need to
Yeah, I understand.
speed up my expansion, if you will, of fuzz.
Yeah.
So, and some of these guys, they've had, down to 1 second, and it's like, oh, and it broke. So
There we go.
I don't know how they're managing it, but
Yes. Now, do you happen to know these two archers if they're shooting a thumb or a back tension?
honestly, I haven't been paying attention thus far. But I
Yeah.
think Alan's shooting a back tension. We'll take a peek at it this end and see what how they're executing through it.
Okay. So we're getting ready for end number 4. They haven't posted the scores yet. Let's see. They're finishing that up. And its wind is calming down just a little bit. Clouds continue to build here. We've had a really wet weekend, but thankfully it hasn't rained on us while we're shooting. It's just rained at night and late afternoon, and there's been storms all around, but didn't hit here while we're having competition as well. Let's see. Oh, and they're marking. Let's see. Some other events they had earlier this week. They had the pre-event for the trials for the World Championships and the Pan Am Games for 2023. That was earlier this week here in Newberry. And they also had para trials, didn't they, Kevin? You were part of that?
They did. We had World Championships and Pan Am Games trials here. So it's been a busy, lots of shooting arrows week for us.
Excellent. Did it rain at all in the trials earlier in the week?
It did not. I didn't get soaked. I didn't make round robins for able-bodied world champs, so I think they might have caught some rain on Thursday there shooting round robins, but
Okay.
I wasn't having to deal with that.
Okay, so they've posted 87 to 85, so Isaac with a 2-point lead heading into end number 4. And Allen's up first on target 1. 10. Left edge, but it's a 10. Here comes Isaac. Ooh, 10. 10 on the right side line, but it's a 10.
And that was right on the buzzer.
Okay. Allen's second shot. And the wind freshes. Ooh, right 8.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not happy with that. That shot looked well executed, and he saw where it impacted, and he was not pleased. We'll see if he
Second shot for Isaac. X. He looks smooth. Isaac looks smooth. Okay. Allen's third shot, 10. Good comeback. Let's see Isaac's third shot here. Down to 5. 10. 30. Very, very nice. So it looks like they haven't posted it yet, but it looks like a 4-point lead for Isaac right now going into the last end. That's a nice solid lead.
Yeah, that's Allen's going to have to really, hone it in and stay on his A game. And, at this point, there's no 11s down there to be had. So he's just got to focus on his shot and trust some things, execute well and get those arrows in that 10 ring. And
Yes. And Kevin's referring to the Lancaster Archery Classic indoors. They count X's as 11s, which is just a fun thing to shoot sometime. That would make it more interesting, wouldn't it, sometimes?
Sometimes I've had days where I think that would be great, and I've had days where I think that would be a horrible idea.
Yes.
So it's gone both ways for me.
When you're shooting X's, it's great, and when you're not, it's not.
Absolutely.
So,
but yeah, that's a fun tournament, and
really well run tournament, Lancaster Archer Classic.
And Isaac has good old Bodie Turner behind him, who's done extremely well at that tournament before, and is also another young man that's a pretty incredible archer these days. It's I would say he's more than up and coming. He has arrived.
Yes, I think so. He was winning everything there for a bit. Okay, they're posting the scores. 117 for Isaac, 113 like we thought for Allen, so 4-point lead going into end number 5. As they clear the field, wind has died totally, nothing for this last end. Wind dies, you kind of feel the humidity, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. You can feel the air, that's for sure.
Okay, Allen's going to shoot first. For these last 3 arrows. Not a breath of wind. Ten, maybe even an X. Isaac's second shot coming up. 10, high 10. See Allen's second shot. Low 9. And Isaac's second shot. Hold a long time. Another 10. He's just rolling. Isaac is rolling. Last arrow. Let's see what Allen can do on this last arrow. Solid 10. That's an X. And here we go for Isaac's third and final shot. It's a 9, but that's going to be good enough. Looks like a 146 to 142 is going to be a win for Isaac Sullivan. They have to post it yet, but that's what it looks like from here. Kevin, what'd you see on that last end?
I saw 2 really good archers fighting to make good shots. I didn't see any big hiccups or blow-ups or twitches. Maybe Isaac got almost on the buzzer there on one of them.
Yes,
but
yes.
A second left is plenty of time. Yeah.
Very nice.
6 well-executed shots, that's for sure.
Okay. So we're getting ready here to try and interview the winner. Let's talk to you about some other Saturday winners today. Actually yesterday, Brady Ellison warmed up for next week's World Cup Stage 2 with a 6-5 win over Jackson Mirich, who Jackson won the Arizona Cup last month, in the champion in the recurve men's gold medal match. Casey Caulfield followed up her win in Arizona with success Saturday in the women's recurve division, defeating local archer Alexandria Zuleta Visser 6-2. There was success in Florida. Mark Williams in the master recurve division, 50+. He overcame Scott Bowman in the finals. Yeah, Mark was shot. Both Mark and Scott shot amazing, but I came up. Mark bounced me out in the semifinals. Had an awesome match there. Mark shot amazing all weekend. And in the battle, top 2 seeds, Janice Grillner defeated Subak 6-2 in the women's 50+ recurve.
Then Sawyer Sullivan claimed gold in the compound men with a victory over Austin Taylor, 148 to 147. So that was a 1-point super tight match. And then Tanya Galantine beat Paige Pierce in a one-arrow shoot-off to win the compound women. So obviously that was incredibly tight match.
Amazing.
And amazing shooting happening here at the Gator Cup.
Let's see what else we had here. Let's see. The looks like the compound 50 plus men went to Kenneth Brunko over Timothy Gillingham, while top qualifier Diane Watson claimed gold in the compound 50 plus women, getting the better of, is that Dion Cronin? Okay. Oh, here we go. They've posted the score. Let's see. Okay. So it is official. Isaac Sullivan wins the gold. We're going to do an interview. 146 to 142.